Hey everybody, it's Mike aka That Resale Guy coming to you with another video today on a Monday morning. Y'all know what Monday morning means. I don't need to tell you about it. Let's get going. All right, yeah, Monday's always a what sold and a few other little things that I feel like rambling on and talking about and maybe telling some stories. Let me put that armrest down. I'm having a problem with this shoulder. This shoulder is really messed up. This one's messed up like a little bit. This one's messed up like a lot of bits. So when I rest my elbow, sometimes that hurts. So I put this out of the way. Like I said, I'm going to tell stories and ramble on about stuff you may or may not care about, but I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, we're talking about sales on eBay. Another fantastic weekend as far as number of orders this weekend. Now, last weekend, if you watched my video, had a lot of orders. I don't even remember the number. Was it 60-ish, something like that, for almost $2,000. This weekend was a little bit different. Number of orders was higher. More orders, that's good. Dollar amount, much lower. In part because I didn't sell a lot of thrifted type items, and we're gonna talk about it again. And we're gonna have a story, a little why that happened. Because yeah, I know exactly why. I've been listing tons of cards. You guys know I've been talking about. I have the stack behind the chair. I keep hidden behind the chair. This big stack of boxes back there that I've been working on getting a lot of sports cards listed in my eBay inventory. Now, when I started this a little bit over a week ago, I talked about my high-speed scanner. That video is coming out this week, promise. About talking a little more about that scanner and about the software that I use to upload to eBay. It's not going to be like a full tutorial or anything. I'm just going to kind of tell you my thoughts about the software and stuff like that. Let me look at my store because I want to show you the exact, or at least tell you the exact number of items that I currently have listed in my store. It is 3,784. When I started this, I had about 1,300 to 1,400 items in my store, so I've added about 2,300 cards to my inventory over this past week or so. So it shows you how many items you can get listed quickly out on eBay. Now, the majority of that is sub $5 cards, cheap stuff. My goal is to get people to buy multiple cards. And I have a special where you buy 12 or more cards, you get free shipping. So buy one card, you're paying $1 shipping. 2 cards, it's going to be $2 shipping. 3 cards, it's going to be $3 shipping. You see where I'm going here. Get up to 12 and you get free shipping. Now, last week, I actually had quite a few people take me up on that. Every day, I had at least one, if not multiple people, take advantage of that 12-plus card shipping. So it was working great. This weekend, not so much. I think I had one buyer that's actually out of the country. So I'm sending his cards to a shipping hub that's up in Oregon, and then they send them overseas. He had to spend like $80 some. So that was a pretty good sale. So it did work at least once over the weekend. Everything else, individual cards. So I figured I was going to get ahead of the game. And on Friday late afternoon, I shipped out a bunch of orders. I think I shipped out 20 or 22 cards that day. Had a lot more come in on Saturday, so I got to work again. Yeah, that's how many. We got like 22 individual cards, a couple multi-card orders. So they ordered 2 of them. Maybe it was a thicker card or a card over $20 that they couldn't send out an envelope, so they're in one of these mailers. And I think that's actually the guy's order that's going out of the country that spent like $80. So good number of orders already done. But I already have another 25 in my inbox right now that I got to do. Another big stack of cards here. And then there's a couple also. Actually sold a couple of graded cards. These have been listed for a long time. So this is part of the reason why the sales should continue to pick up is things that have been in my store for a little bit longer should get a few more eyeballs now. Got a lot more sports collectors coming in. And I think just the number of impressions of items that are in my store, that even if they've been there for a long time, will go up just because I'm having so much activity in my store between listing and sales and views and everything else. I think that should just continually pump up the total number of items that I'm selling. So what did I sell? Now this weekend, again, the numbers are down quite a bit dollar-wise. Right now, let me double check again. Let me go back in here. I've got about $450-ish that I still have to ship. And I shipped out about, I don't know the exact number. I'm going to say it was about $300, maybe $350 that I've already done between all those orders, like those 40-some orders that I sent out. So, yeah, not even $1,000 in sales for the weekend. So big contrast to last weekend. Total number of sales higher, dollar amount lower. not what we're looking for, but it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. Still good. So let me show you what sold. I'm not going to show you all those cards. If you ever want to see the cards that sold, sometimes I'll show it over my That Card Guy channel. I am going to do that today. I'm going to show this deck of cards that sold. There's a few more over there. They're kind of everywhere. And then it's going to be a busy week on That Card Guy channel. So make sure you go over there and support and check out that channel. Yeah, please. So I'll show you what sold here. Not a lot of thrifted goods. Not a lot. That part really lacking. And I'll show you an item, and then I'll talk about why sales haven't been quite as good. So first up, we have a coffee mug. I don't sell a lot of mugs. I look for stuff that's pretty unique. Everybody says, "Oh, find those Starbucks mugs," and I do. Actually, I've sold a bunch of those out at my booth. I think I sold like 18 of them over the last month and a half out at my booth. $10 a piece. A lot easier than listing, storing, shipping on eBay because they're very slow movers. There's a lot of competition for the mugs. Prices have dropped quite a bit, and people aren't buying them like they used to. But for $10 a pop out of the collectibles booth, where people don't have to pay that $10 or more for shipping, just for shipping for a mug, that's a good deal. So I will continue to buy them when I can find them under $5. And unless it's something that's super rare and expensive, they will go out to my booth at $10 a piece. And like I said, they sold pretty well out there. So in mugs, if I'm going to list it on eBay, it's going to be something cool and unique. And this one is, let me look at it. I got to put these things on. Naval Nuclear Power Training Squadron. Now, that's pretty random. Now, it's got a nice big USN Navy logo on the backside, mug here, a little logo on the bottom. Kind of a cool thing. I found 2 of these at a thrift store, and I think they were $1 a piece. So I listed them for $20. There's no comps out there for the nuclear training station. So I just picked the price that I was happy with. And this one sold. So it took about a week. First one sold, other one's still in the store. $20 plus shipping. Mugs you got to be a little careful with. Now this is a pretty big, sturdy mug, and I don't expect to have any problems with this. But again, you just got to protect the mug. You got to know how to do it. I don't have a video on how to ship a coffee mug, but I probably should do one of those too. There's a lot of things I should do that I don't. All right, next up. This was one of the consignment items, the only consignment item I sold over the weekend. At least it was a pretty good one. This is an autographed baseball of a musician. Now, you might say, like, why would anybody want a baseball signed by a musician? Oh, I have trouble talking these days. Musician. Do I need a drink? Maybe I need. What is Mike drinking today? I know. Dun, 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 dun. What's Mike drinking today? Diet Coke. Boring old Diet Coke. Yep. Okay. Now, why would anybody want a baseball signed by a musician? Couple things. It's different. There's a lot of photos. There's a lot of guitars. There's a lot of anything music related signed by musicians. There's a lot of sports collectors that like to cross over into music, and they want to add it to their baseball collection. Yeah, it's a thing. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there collecting celebrity and musician signed baseball. So this is Tommy Thayer from Kiss. I believe he's a guitarist and singer for Kiss. This has had a few members kind of in and out, and he is one of them. This was gotten by my friend at a golf tournament. Alice Cooper has a golf tournament out here every year. So this was signed. We had it in the store for, I think, $120, maybe $130. Someone sent an offer of 100 shipped. So we did 95 plus shipping for that. So that's pretty good. Little Tommy Thayer signed baseball. We'll put that right there. Look, sits right in the mug nice. Keep it from rolling off the desk. I will show you 2 cards that sold just real quick. These are both graded cards. We've got a Randy Johnson rookie, PSA 9, I believe that is, from Topps. He actually just got inducted into the Diamondbacks, go D-backs, Hall of Fame. They just started it this year. They're going to have like a little section of the stadium, which is like their little Hall of Fame. He and Luis Gonzalez just got inducted in there. So congrats to those two. But yeah, we got this rookie card, Randy Johnson, and then we got Pedro Martinez. This is not his rookie card, even though it says rookie down here. This is from 1992 Upper Deck. That one, I think they both sold for $12.99. I think they were $12.99 each. I don't think I have the pop-up for them, but trust me, $12.99 each. Other things that sold, I gotta go. Oh, back here. Can't forget about these two. This is the kind of stuff that I love selling because I think a lot of people overlook stuff like this. There's a lot of random toys and things, especially bats. And actually, I'm going to show you real quick a pop-up. I'll have to find it. Of a bat that I sold last week. Very similar to this. It's a Mike Piazza branded bat. So it came out probably in the mid 90s, later 90s, when Mike Piazza was really popular with the Dodgers. And it's like an air bat. And I think I sold that one for like $40 plus shipping. Yeah, that individual bat. I've sold several of those through the years. And that's actually probably the nicest one I have because it has some printing there, like right here, that usually gets rubbed off a lot. But these bats, this is called like the big red bat. Where is the name? There's a name on here somewhere. There's something on here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, right here. Fat bat. The red fat bat. Yeah, these were in pretty good condition. Actually, I found 3 of them. I have one of these out at my collectibles booth right now. It hasn't sold. I think I have it out there only for like $10 or something like that. I think I have it out there pretty cheap. But these on eBay sold for $40 for the pair. $40 plus shipping. Let me go over here and double check this. There's only a few things that sold this way this weekend, so I need to make sure I get the prices right. Yeah, $40. $20 per bat plus shipping. So I don't know if somebody had these when they were a kid and they wanted to get them for nostalgic sake, or if somebody is going to do some sort of baseball competition where they wanted these fat bats and play a game with them. I think they're brand. I mean, they have like these little straps down at the bottom that never got cut off. So I don't think these have ever been used. But yeah, $40 for those. I paid $1 a piece for those. 3 of them, and I paid $1. It could have been $1.99, but whatever the price was, it was very cheap. And yeah, good sale at $40. The other items back here too, underneath this postal box. Let me turn around. Very happy that these sold. Very happy because, oh boy, it was like 3, 4, 5 months ago. Again, it's so easy to lose track of time, how long some of these things have been listed. I went to a Savers and they had a bunch of vintage bedding sets. So I bought a bunch of them, spent like $50, maybe $60 there that day. And the first one of them sold. So at least happy to get this first sale. And it was the biggest sale of all the items that I found that day. And the reason in particular that I got these, not only are they a vintage sheet set, here's what it looks like. Spring Made on the one side. Wonder Cal, I believe it's, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. What you can pronounce it? Wonder Cal. Wonder Cal. But what's kind of cool is you can see, I'll put a pop-up on the screen, as this had cats on it. These are sheets with cats. You can sort of see the shape. There's his eyes, there's his feet. That you can see there's a cat like playing with something. So some crazy cat lady or cat person like me is going to want these. Yeah, I think these were $80. $70? $70. $69.99 plus shipping. So yeah, they're paying $70 plus another $10 or $12 for shipping for some sheets with cats on them that are vintage. So really good sale there. Like I said, I spent a bunch that day, so this may put me at like the break-even point, maybe a little bit up in profit. Because I'm sure I bought other stuff that day too. But yeah, happy to sell some cat sheets. So those were the only thrifted goods that I sold. I mean, mug, bats, sheets, and then a ball. Balls wasn't thrifted, so only a few thrifted items sold over the weekend. So big, like I said, that was the big difference. Last week I sold like $1,000 in thrifted goods. This week, not so much. So hopefully I can turn that around. Now, what's causing that? Why did only 3 thrifted items sell? Well, I haven't been listing a whole lot of thrifted items. I haven't really been thrifting a lot in general. I've been going out in the morning to a couple particular stores and then coming back and getting going on cards. And then maybe in the afternoon, I'll stop at 1 or 2 other stores real quick. So the amount of thrifting I've been doing has been less. And I haven't been finding as much. But I will show you a couple of cool items that I have found and listed last week. First up, a paper towel dispenser for your kitchen. I mean, who doesn't need an automatic paper towel dispenser for your kitchen? Because putting on that little spool and pulling off a paper towel is too tough and too much work. So you need one that does it automatically for you, right? Well, you can buy this from me for like $80. Yeah, it's $80 for brand new in the box. I paid $10 for it at the thrift store, so hoping to get $80. Again, hasn't sold right away, but the sell-through rate's not too bad on them. Same store, different day. I found a couple of sets of Warhammer. Warhammer 40,000 or 40K, as they like to say. These sets should be pretty good. Now, they were marked up pretty good. One set was $10, but that set I listed for $50. And again, the sell-through rate's pretty good on these. You do need the right buyer. It's not like these things are selling 10s and 20s of these every day on eBay. If you look at the sell-through rates, I think I had the only one listed of this next set. And I paid $20 for it, but I listed it for $200. And again, that's where the comps are, is right at $200. So again, you're going to need the right buyer to come along. Want that set at $200, but $250 in potential sales for what I spent $30 for. Again, as long as I'm making one stop out there, at least I'm finding some cool stuff. All right, I'll show you a couple more things to go still. We found this here. This is a Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, some sort of little sword thing. Now, when this little blade gets pressed in, it's supposed to make a noise. I think it needs new batteries. Let's see. There's a little switch here. Let's see if I can get it to make any noise. No. I had one of these before, and it's supposed to... It's ticking. It's making a noise. All right, stop that. I don't want it to blow up. But I've sold one of these before. I believe it was like $20 or $25, $30, somewhere in that range. I forget what it's called. You have to Google lens stuff like this. I forget what it's called. Some sort of, Power Ranger toy. And it does fold up. I got to remember how you make it fold and bend so it's easier to ship. Now, this next item actually, I think is the favorite thing. Even though it might not be worth a whole lot, I think it's the most favorite thing that I found here in the last couple weeks, just because it's so weird and random. I'm going to say it right now. Not one of you has ever found something from this TV show. Fact. Nobody's ever found it. Look at this. It's a Trapper John MD medical kit. Now, they didn't show Trapper John on here. They showed like the hot nurse from the show on here. A Trapper John MD medical kit. This was sold at Skaggs Drug. It's still got the little price tag on up there that originally sold for $1.99. So you got a picture of the Trapper John hospital that they work in with a little briefcase, and then all the goods are still in there. Now, the corners of this thing were starting to come apart, so I glued that on there a little bit, kind of fix it. But yeah, it's still a little water damage on the back. But I looked on eBay. I couldn't find anything for Trapper John MD out there. So, but again, how much demand is there really for Trapper John toys? I don't think a lot. It's kind of cool and random, but yeah, I just found this was so cool. It was $1. It was $1 at that thrift store, so I thought that was pretty darn neat and different. So let me know. Does any of you even remember? Do any of you even remember the Trapper John MD show? Yeah, I know. I remember. I'm old. Okay, but like I said, I'm going to keep this video kind of short today. I got a bunch of cards I got to ship out. And then I got to do my video for that card guy over on there. I think I'm going to show you what's been selling over the weekend on these cards. And like I said, I'm going to do a full week of videos on there. I need to get some more views on that channel, keep the sub count going up. And I haven't monetized that channel yet. I'm hoping that I can get the one done. I thought it was going to be pretty quick, but unfortunately the watch time, I still need a lot of watch time on that channel. So hopefully doing a bunch of videos this week on that channel will help. But that's it. I hope you all have a great week. July, we're almost done with July. It's been crazy hot out here in Arizona and brutal heat and humidity combo out here. So it hasn't been a lot of fun. We got to get through August. August is almost as bad as July, maybe worse. I don't know. But yeah, got to get through the Arizona summers to get to the good part of the year and why it's worth living here in Arizona. Yeah, like I said, I always ramble on. You guys like it, right? All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.